What's up, y'all? Drummer 828 back again, and I just grabbed myself a little quick bite of a really shitty hamburger, but when you're broke, anything's good. Alright, so for this moto vlog, I'm going to be talking about, hold on, let me back out of here, blah blah blah, yakety smackety, try not to fall. Alright. So, for this moto vlog, I'm going to be talking about the last real big fight. I mean, shit, I'd even call it a brawl that I got in, and it was pretty intense. Okay, so, here's the scenario. This is pretty much what went down. Now, as I'm sure you realized, I'm a drummer. It's where I get the name Drummer 828. Derp, I'm sure you realize that. And I was in this band for a while. And we used to just get together and jam pretty much. We never really took it too seriously. But yeah, I was in this band for a while and with some friends of mine. And I took my drum set over to his house. Now, one thing you should know about me is that I am very protective of my drum set. This drum set in particular, because it belonged to my uncle who is now deceased. It is a dead man's drum. And I play it, and I play it well. But anyway, I was really hesitant about bringing my drum set over to his house because I didn't want anybody playing on it. I'm crazy about that, and I'm sure if you know any drummers out there, they're also probably just as crazy about their drum set as I am. We don't like people playing on them. People have a tendency to get on a drum set and dent the heads in and bash the shit out of everything. It's not good. So needless to say, drummers are very protective of their drum sets. I am very protective of my drum sets, especially this one in particular. So anyway, he talks me into it. Oh, I promise nobody's gonna, touch the drum set. Nobody will be using it, only you. We'll only bring it out when you're there, all this stuff. So I bring it over there. We play for, a few weeks, a couple months. No problem, no incident, but, of course, I come to find out that he's had another drummer coming over to that house and playing on my drum set, and that was enough to send me through the roof. I mean, it's not, I don't know, it's easy to kind of tick me off. It's hard to make me genuinely angry, and this shit made me so mad. It sent me over the edge. Anyway, so I give him a call. Immediately, as soon as I find out about it, he doesn't pick up the phone. I leave a message. Hey, I know that apparently there's another drummer playing on my drum set. I'm coming to get my drum set, and this shit is over. I was pissed. So I immediately headed to his house. I get to his house. He's standing, he's on the back porch. He's not even in the house. I walked in the house. I came through the main living room all the way to the back door, opened the back door, and just to see where he was, and of course he was out on the back porch. I didn't even say anything. I just opened the door, looked at him, slammed the door in his face, which that door, once you shut it all the way, man, that shit locks. So he was locked out. And then, he had some people in there, other people that I didn't really know that were chilling with him. As soon as I slammed that door, man, I heard all the chairs, all of them back up, like everybody's standing up. Okay, here we go. I just stood in that living room waiting on him. I knew he had to go all the way around the house, come in the front door. And when he came in the front door, I was waiting on him. Came in that front door, mouth ready to go, oh man, don't you come over here talking that shit, I'll kick your ass, blah, 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 and saying all this shit. And me, I'm the kind of guy, man, I don't talk a lot of shit, I don't really like people that talk shit. So my only response to him was, do something, you got all these words you want to say to me and shit, fuck that, do something. So that was my only response, do something. Well, he walked right up to me, and he did something. I honestly didn't expect him to do anything. He walked right up to me, he clocked me twice in the chin. And as soon as he did that, I knew it was on, man. I should have been done at the beginning of that fight. I was stupid to even let him get 2 hits on my chin in. But he did, and I didn't drop. And the second I realized I was still up, that's when I just tucked and started swinging, man. And it was a brawl. He was bigger than me. So he was picking me up and raking me across furniture, and we were knocking over all kinds of shit. It's pretty rough. But long and short of it, man, I won that fight. That guy was much bigger than me. Everybody was surprised, but I absolutely fucking dominated that fight. At the end of the fight, I think all I had was I know all I had was a ripped shirt. But this guy, and this is pretty much because he was trying to pick me up and shit, and the whole time he was doing all that, I was just nailing him in the face. So the damage to me was a ripped shirt. The damage to him, I gave him 2 black eyes, a big old knot on his forehead. I busted his lip, and then I actually punched his bottom teeth through his top lip. So he had to go to the hospital and was going to get stitches. But I think the doctor like said some shit, like cracked a joke to him, man. He got pissed and fucking dipped. He was gone. So he never even got stitches. Needless to say, this was a friend of mine, okay? We've been good buddies, and we're still good buddies now, and that's how I know he's a good friend of mine, because we were able to get in this fight and duke it out, man. It's the most real brawl I think I've ever been. I mean, we were in his house, just destroying everything in the living room, just knocking everything over. I mean, he was picking me up, throwing me across bookshelves and shit. Like, it was intense. But the very next day, he called me up on the phone, came over to my house, and we talked about it and apologized to each other, and we were better friends because of it, honestly. And that's how you know you're really friends with somebody, is when you can get in a fight, and I mean a fight, with that person, and 24 hours later be drinking a beer and be cool. So, props to that guy for, you know, he pissed me off, he did some bad shit, but he owned up to it, and he was a man about it. And that's what matters.